President Capuano, the faculty, officers of the university, guests and candidates are assembled, and the hour is at hand. With your permission, may these proceedings begin.
They may begin.
To open the 13th commencement ceremony, please stand and let us join in the singing of our national anthems. At the conclusion of both anthems, please remain standing for the invocation.
Please be seated, everyone. The land on which Fairleigh Dickinson University, Vancouver gathers is the unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, including the territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh. Throughout our journey here in Vancouver, we have had Mr. Gene Harry and Mr. Darren Yelton from the Squamish First Nations guide us. They have participated in each of our commencement ceremonies, inspiring our graduating students, and blessing them. Gene and Darren, Fairleigh Dickinson is honored to count on your presence each year. I now call upon Mr. Gene Harry to deliver the invocation.
Oh, oh. Joen, stayet namet, akmokst likker. Haitska, Quincy Chiochut, ten Chatsten. Sisui Sitha, ten Swallowing. Thiemat, stayet namet, de himeten swallow way, swallow nik. Nitse, be Chiochut, ten Natzamat, shed, atten Yushwahanan. Nasa met de esten, high tape, Jewel, Quincy, Quinette, I mat, Hatastum, Sali, Tamastimo. I want to thank each and every one of you, children, opening your mind, letting the goodness come in. Welcome it to your emotion. Much gratitude for each and every one of you for taking care of that candlelight, that spirit, that candlelight inside you. We want you to see bright things, to hear good things, and your whole well-being act upon good things. And I thank you for opening a new page in your new life. Gratitude to the parents, the grandparents, aunts and uncles for being here. But I turn to these beautiful people. Thank you for your strength to keep education moving forward. Moving forward. There's no end in learning. There's no end in learning. Make this the first day of your life, for the goodness of your life. Reach for the stars. Reach for that goodness. But don't forget where you came from. And gratitude to your parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, but most of all, gratitude and a pat on your back for yourself, for making it this far. All I could say is thank you. And congratulations for this opening this new door of your new life. Hi, hi, all my relations.
Thank you, Mr. Harry. I now call upon Mr. Darren Yelton, also of the Squamish First Nations, to explain the symbolism of the talking stick, which he carved himself. I also invite everyone in attendance this afternoon to read the commencement program to learn more about FDU's talking stick. Mr. Yelton.
Thank you so much for having me here, having Jean and I here. Jean and I are now celebrating our 7th year now of celebrating the ceremonies for Fairleigh Dickinson University. My arms go up to each and every one of the people here who are in charge of the university on keeping a good education for all the youth that are in front of us today that are about to graduate. It's so exciting to see so many of you on the path that you're taking today and for your future goals. Keep that up. You're making your parents very proud out there. And it's an honor to see so many of you graduate this year, just almost as much as there was last year. So it's pretty exciting to see so many students graduate. I'm a totem pole carver, a master carver from the Squamish Nation. I'm celebrating my 50th year this year as a master totem pole carver. I enjoy what I do. I learned from my father and many village elders in the Squamish Nation. The talking stick that you see beside me, I made for Fairleigh Dickinson 7 years ago. In our traditional ways, when we do a ceremony and we celebrate a ceremony, the person that is standing at the altar here, when that person speaks and is holding the talking stick in our traditional ways, when we have a ceremony, we all hush and sit down and even ask our children to sit down and hush so that one person who is speaking, holding the talking stick, could lay out his words of wisdom to each and every one who is listening to him. So that's why we call it a talking stick. The wood that I use is old growth yellow cedar. This tree that I created this talking stick from is probably about 10,000 years old, this tree from this log. At the top figure, we always put the bald eagle at the top of most of our totem poles and talking sticks, because the totem pole is, or the bald eagle is recognized as a symbol of power and prestige. and also peace and friendship. When I give a real eagle feather away to somebody, that lets them know I want to be their friends for life. So the bald eagle is a strong symbol to our people and many First Nations across Canada, which is the bald eagle. And then below I have the Kayachtin, which is the welcome figure. The welcome man to welcome each and every one of you to this ceremony. So a lot of the Kayachtin figures are on a lot of our totem poles here on the West Coast to symbolize that we welcome you in peace and friendship. And below the talking stick is a grizzly bear. The grizzly bear is highly respected like a village elder to our people. When we have a bear visiting our territory in our homeland areas, we welcome the bear in open arms. We don't chase it off. We don't hunt it or shoot it or nothing. We let it roam right through our territory, and as it passes through, it brings strength to our people. So we look at the grizzly bear as a bear that passes down strength to our people. Below the bear is a killer whale. The killer whale, in our ways, we look at him like a respected elder to our people. The whale's the protector and the guardian of the ocean. So all creatures that swim and people that go through the ocean, the waterways and everything, the whale's like our protector and guardian. And below the whale is the salmon. A lot of people don't know that the salmon goes through 7 different cycles from an egg all the ways to maturity. It goes through 7 different cycles before it becomes a mature salmon. So I chose the salmon on the bottom of the stick because it's a food source to our people, that has been a food source to our people for many years, many thousands of years. That's why we chose the salmon to put on the bottom of the talking stick. As a master carver, I enjoy doing what I do. I'm very honored to have Fairleigh Dickinson welcome Jean and I here to do the ceremony every year. It's part of our livelihood now here with Fairleigh Dickinson University here. We enjoy the ceremony. We enjoy watching all the students graduate to such a great ceremony, and all the parents and aunts and uncles and relatives. So my arms go up to each and every one of you, the students and the parents, for being here for the students. Osium.
Thank you, Mr. Yelton. In the tradition of the Academy, and as president of Fairleigh Dickinson University, I officially convene this 13th annual commencement ceremony of Fairleigh Dickinson University's Vancouver campus. Welcome to our platform party, which includes our provost, deans, directors, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. Welcome also to the Pillars of FDU, a group of distinguished staff members here in Vancouver. And of course, welcome to all of you, graduates, friends, and families. I'd like to begin my personal remarks this afternoon with a big shout out to the class of 2022. Congratulations on a job well done. Nothing is more gratifying than coming together to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our students. Of all the things we have missed during the past couple of years, I have missed most being here at commencement. And so I'm truly delighted and grateful to be with all of you today. First off, I want to thank our faculty and staff for their incredible devotion to the Vancouver campus, to one another, and of course, to our students. The faculty have continued to provide transformational lessons and support while the pandemic has kept us physically apart. They have done an extraordinary job under very difficult circumstances, and I am personally very grateful for their efforts, as I know our students are. Most of all, though, I want to thank our students, and especially the graduates who are here today. I am so proud of each of you for what you have achieved. The pandemic disrupted your lives, but you didn't back down. You stayed connected with your professors and classmates. You remained focused on your academic goals, and very soon you will be FDU alumni and ready to begin what I hope will be exciting and rewarding careers. I know, too, that you will continue to make your families and your friends and this great university very proud. Graduates are always anxious about the future, but you have reason to feel even more anxious considering what our world has endured over the past 2.5 years. I want to assure you, though, that whatever the future brings, you have prepared well, and you will be successful in whatever ways you wish to measure success. The most important weapon we have in any struggle is education. When a crisis emerges, like the pandemic, we see individuals working together to find solutions and using their skills that they've acquired in education to make good. Education not only provides the skills to build a career, but also the skills to endure and build a better tomorrow. I'm confident that you will be prepared to do just that, build a better world for yourselves, for your fellow citizens, and for your own families. As an institution with a global mission devoted to preparing world citizens, we again learned during the pandemic how important that mission is. In a global village where challenges like viruses do not stop at borders, we must cooperate across countries and cultures to overcome these transnational problems and forge solutions together. We must never forget the interconnected nature of our world. The pandemic has shown how quickly dangers can spread beyond borders. For better or worse, we are one planet and one species that must work together to survive and prosper. And when we work together, we can overcome anything. Finally, on this day of celebration, remember perhaps the most important lesson that the pandemic has taught us all, which is to never give up. With perseverance and fortitude, you can overcome anything. Class of 2022, what you have achieved is remarkable. I salute you, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to present this year's commencement speaker. Paola Murillo, founder and executive director of Vancouver, immigrated to Canada in 2005 with a dream to combine her entrepreneurial background, her MBA training, and her passion to give back to her community. Over the years, Vancouver has organized more than 500 events in culture and business, including Carnaval del Sol, the Inspirational Latin Awards, and the Expo Plaza Latina. Paolo's dream has created a stronger Latin American presence in the Vancouver community. Sometimes we forget that we have some amazing talents, and they didn't go away when we took the plane ride from our home country to Canada. We just need to work on strengthening those talents so we can ensure that we achieve our potential. Those are Paolo's words, and it is my pleasure to welcome her to the podium as our 2022 commencement speaker. You can ignore all of this. You have your own script, right?
Wow, I'm very excited. What an honor to be here. And first of all, I want to acknowledge that we are very fortunate, especially because we're all coming from different, well, many of us were coming from different places, that we can gather today on the unceded territories of the coastal Salish people. And I pay my respects to the elders, past and present. Thank you, President Dr. Christopher Copano, for all the work, for your kind introduction and all the work that you do for the last 35 years. My name is Paola Viviana Murillo, I'm the founder and director of Vancouver Mirai Group, Carnaval del Sol, my Latin store. I consider myself a truly entrepreneur. You know what? I always have been involved in some kind of venture. Since I know me, I remember when I was 8 years old, I was always putting a rope so people need to pass, and before they pass, they have to buy a candy for me. Or maybe when I was in high school, I was selling 50 sandwiches in high school. So I was always involved in some kind of business venture, and I enjoy it very much. But I knew that school, education, was going to bring me the tools and the opportunities of where I wanted to be. However, I remember sitting exactly where you are. In fact, I was also wearing a blue gown in my school and thinking, wow, my head was full of ideas, thinking what I'm going to do next, what is going to happen with me. You know, and I was very excited, and I feel proud of being achieving something. 20 years ago, I was there. And actually, last night, it was beautiful to see all of you at the Italian Cultural Center. You were all dancing and celebrating. You know how excited you were. And I felt that excitement. It made me think, I was there too. It's just such an honor. So I remember being sitting there, and I saw a lady who was addressing to us, just like me here, and thinking, what did she do to be there? And now I can tell you, I'm not different than you all. I'm just another person who believes in herself. Well, what I realized is that we all have a very specific talent, and you have to believe that you have a talent. Sometimes we forget that, but we have it, and if you use that talent, you can achieve anything that you want. Do you know who believes in his dream? And probably you already know, Dr. Capuano. 35 years he started his education. Also, in 2007, and I was learning this last night, and I was very impressed to know that, were only 16 students who were here. And now they have been graduating over 3,000 people from FDU. And just because he believed. You know, he did believe. So what do you believe right now? What is your dream today? Do you have it? Do you know what is your dream? Do you know what do you want to do next? Well, like many of you, I'm also an immigrant that I'm in this beautiful country. And I have a dream, you know, maybe it has evolved my dream. It was a dream about working and helping the Latin American region. However, I was told Vancouver don't have Latinos. Why Latin America? There is not really an interest about Latin America here in BC. You should move to Toronto. I'm like, Toronto? No, I want to live in Vancouver. I say, well, if nobody is doing it, maybe there is an opportunity for me to do it. I found many rejections, and probably you have too. And I said to myself, well, I want to build this plaza in Vancouver, a Latin American plaza. People were saying, you know, you're not going to make a living of that. Who's going to trust in that? And I say, well, I'm going to work. I'm going to use my talents and what I know. It doesn't matter if this project lasts 5 days or 30 years. I know I have to honor myself. I have to believe in me. And that is what I call success. It wasn't about how much money I was making it, but it was for me that I was actually doing it. And I know it probably sounds funny, but one of my best talents, and you probably will have more than me in this case, is asking questions. I really like to ask questions. Why? Because asking questions, it was always taking me to find out maybe who knows more than me, or how do I get there. So talents, speaking about talents, I was told that we are over 30 different nationalities sitting here with us right now. Wow, that's just impressive. You know, FDU is able, or is giving you this opportunity to learn from each other. But my main point, and I think that already Dr. Capuano was talking about that, is that when we took this plane, I totally believe, doesn't matter if you're coming from Chile, Colombia, China, India, you know, we took the plane to come to Vancouver. Your talent didn't go anywhere. It's staying the same. You know, you are the same person that you were back home. With new knowledge, of course, learning a new experience, of course, but you haven't gone anywhere. So now you're coming here to this beautiful country, you can use that. So please believe me, sometimes when you are in this new home country, and last night we were talking, one of the speakers were saying, what I used to do in India, my family was helping me and making the clothes, and now I have to do it myself. We're learning many things, and things maybe won't go in the way that you are thinking, but they are. You are doing the right thing in the right place. So this is just part of the ride. Sometimes the light is not straight. You're going to see curves, but you're going to get there. So please trust in something. Trust that you are in the right place with the right people doing the right thing. That's not maybe the perfect job that you have right now, or you don't know which is your next decision that you need to make, but you need to trust that all those points, everything that you're doing is going to take you where you want to be tomorrow. So your graduation today is totally a confirmation that you achieved something where you put your mind into it. Do you realize how all of you and unique you are? It's amazing. After all of us, we just passed through a really hard time with the pandemic. But, you actually start and finish doing something while the world was in shock. You were moving, and you were preparing for yourself to come out even stronger. So I believe the pandemic is something that we all live collectively. However, you're going to be finding barriers in your personal and professional life. That's how it is. But the best thing that is going to be is the attitude that you're going to take toward that challenge and barrier that you will find. So you need to trust, and you have been doing that. This training that you're doing is going to take you to the next level, and you are doing it. So as long as you continue believing how unique person you are, and that now you are not alone. You have the FDU who is having your back. They are your cheerleaders. They're going to be doing anything for you find success. So this new journey that you decide to embark is now ready for you. So please keep going. Nothing should stop you. If you have a will, you will find a way. Again, thank you so much. I am very honored to be here and to be witness of what is going to be your next step. Congratulations to all of you.
Welcome, everyone. As the campus executive for Fairleigh Dickinson University, Vancouver, I would like to join President Capuano in welcoming you to our 2022 commencement ceremony. I wish, first of all, to add my personal thanks to Elders Jean Harry and Darren Yelton for their generous contribution to our ceremony today. Thank you, President Capuano, for joining us and for your acknowledgement that the land on which we gather is the unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples. Today is also National Day of Awareness and Action for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, and Gender-Diverse People. On this day, we aim to raise awareness about this ongoing crisis and remember the people who have lost their lives to colonial gender-based violence and their families and communities that live daily with the grief of losing loved ones. Today, we honor one of the most important days in the life of a university, a day that has many names: Graduation Day, Commencement Day, and Convocation Day. The word graduate means to divide into intervals and to pass from one stage of experience, proficiency, or prestige to a higher one. Today is Graduation Day because it is a day of passage from your past as a student and to your future as a prestigious graduate of your degree program. A convocation is an assembly of people who come together for a ceremony. Many Canadian universities refer to today as convocation because we are here to share this event, to recognize your hard work, your achievement, and the support and camaraderie of your friends and classmates, and the support of partners and parents and relatives and of faculty and staff, all of whom played a part in helping you to arrive here today. American universities and Fairleigh Dickinson University recognize today as Commencement because it is a day in which things start anew, as you begin a new stage of your life when you embark on the next phase of your personal and professional transformation as a person, as a member of a community, and as a leader. It's a day of looking back to where you have come from and the day of looking forward to where you have yet to go. While every day is different, this one is special. We all live in a changed world and a world that is changing constantly. This is our first coming together since 2019. The COVID pandemic has kept us from celebrating the commencement of Fairleigh Dickinson University Vancouver graduates together. This year is also different because you, as FDU Vancouver graduates, will be entering a changed world. Over the past years, in addition to the pandemic, the world has experienced significant political and social upheaval. It is not the same world as when you began your studies. It's a world that needs you, one that needs your expertise, your commitment, and the values that we hope we have strengthened during your time with FDU Vancouver, values of inclusion, of commitment to community, and of appreciation and respect for diversity. Today, our graduating class includes students from 6 degree programs: the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, the Bachelor of Arts in Individualized Studies, the Master of Administrative Science, a Master of Science in Hospitality Management Studies, and a Master of Hospitality Management Studies. And just as today is a new beginning for you, I want to acknowledge new beginnings for FDU Vancouver. Beginning this last fall, we enrolled students in our new Master of Science in Applied Computer Science program. Next convocation or commencement, they will be joining graduates of our class. And just this February, as we return to in-person instruction, we welcomed students and faculty to our new location on the 11th floor of 89 West Georgia, where new classrooms, computer labs, offices, and student learning spaces were ready and waiting. And although today is a celebration of a transition from student to graduate, you are not leaving FDU Vancouver behind. Today you become alumni of FDU. The words alumnus and alumna, which mean the graduates of a university, come from the Latin meaning to be nourished. FDU Vancouver is your alma mater, or the university you have graduated from, which comes from the Latin for nourishing mother. So we are family, and you and FDU are connected forever, and just like my mother and every mother will remind you, stay connected, stay in touch, and don't be a stranger. We will make sure to let you know about alumni activities and ways to maintain your bond with FDU and with each other. You are members of an august group of high achievers and of a community that extends well beyond the borders of Vancouver, British Columbia, and Canada. I encourage you to take advantage of your place as an alumnus of FDU and FDU Vancouver and your membership in that network. Participate in our Alumni Association, benefit from the professional development and networking, and stay connected. As I close, I want to acknowledge all those who helped you to get to where you are today. Besides your hard work and commitment, many staff supported you during your studies and made FDU the supportive, student-centered environment that it is. Our faculty have worked hard to ensure that you are well prepared for the journey you are beginning, and you are supported by your families and friends. As you remember this day, remember those who helped you get here. To the students of FDU that we recognize today, this is a day of celebration. It's a day to recognize your achievements, the support of your community, and most importantly, it's the day where you formally become graduates of FDU. It's a day to say well done, it's a day to say thank you, and it's a day to say where to next. My personal congratulations to each of you. Thank you. Each year, the Student Pinnacle Award is given to an outstanding student on each FDU campus who has demonstrated academic excellence, who has made significant contributions through public service and outstanding commitment to the university, and whose efforts reflect the unique character of Fairleigh Dickinson University. As the Vancouver Campus Executive, it gives me great pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the Vancouver Campus Student Pinnacle Award, Ha Tu An Pham. Please take a moment to read about the achievements of this outstanding student, which are cited in your program. In recognition of her many accomplishments and in admiration of her remarkable talents, Fairleigh Dickinson University is proud to confer upon Ha Tu An Pham the Student Pinnacle Award. Congratulations.
Hi. Good afternoon, President Capuano, University Provost, Vancouver Campus Executive, Dean, distinguished faculty and guests, our beloved parents, and most importantly, class of 2022. As the recipient of the Pinnacle Award, I'm deeply humbled and honored to stand before you today to reflect on our collective journey at FDU. I sincerely cherish my FDU experiences, for they have played an important role in shaping who I am today. I came to Vancouver in 2017 as an international student. Like many other first-timers, not knowing anyone, I thought adapting to a new life here would be difficult. But FDU made it so easy, almost effortless. Above all, FDU helped me see the power of advocating for myself. As someone who used to be so afraid to talk about her accommodation needs to others for fear of being a burden, I have seen them find my old club, become an active member of the community, and grab any opportunity I can to learn from within and outside my FDU community. There's this wonderful saying that goes, family aren't always born to each other. It's the people in your life that want you in there. The one who accepts you for who you are and love you no matter what. As cheesy as it may have seemed, in FDU, I found family. It feels almost like yesterday when we were all sitting in that meeting room to kick off our orientation week. We didn't know one another that well until we went for a group barbecue. Together, we played games, opened up, and shared many laughs. And that was just the beginning of so many memories. I hold dear to my heart the many cultural celebrations on our campus when the staff and students worked so hard to make the day joyful for everyone. I hold dear to my heart the many cramming sessions in the student lounge and the library where we were all comforted by the collective feeling of panic and hope before any midterm and final. I hold dear to my heart the glowing smile on everyone's faces whenever we see free food in the lounge, because believe me, we do feel happy about other things, but getting free food together is the best. Even when we had to gather for online meetings to keep people safe, the distance and hardship only brought us closer than ever. No matter who we are or where we are from, we have the opportunity to belong here, and we really do. Thank you. On behalf of all students, I want to express my gratitude to all the wonderful FDU faculty and staff. Thank you for the wonderful guidance and support during our academic journey. I want to especially thank my academic advisor, Dr. Janakanan, faculty member Mukherjee, Professor Gurun. Thank you for inspiring me to dream bigger dreams. I'm also very grateful for Alex, Jobin, Jeff. Thank you for being kind and relentless advocate for student success. Last but not least, I want to thank my family, my parents who are here in the audience, my uncle. Thank you. I love them more than anything in the world. And my aunt, and my auntie and uncle, and my friends here and back home in Vietnam. You all are my chosen family. I want to also take this time to thank every parent in the audience, every chosen family of a graduate. Thank you for standing by us when we cannot stand ourselves, and for loving us, and so much more. The class of 2022 has been through a uniquely challenging journey, but we have made it, and we are here today. The beauty of our journey is that we are working towards something that nothing or no one can ever take away from us. From all the knowledge that we have gained to all the friendship that we have built along the way, I have faith that we can carve our path, define our success, and become better than who we were yesterday. I know we are all excited and nervous about the next chapter in life. Me too. Please always keep that curiosity and passion for a happy, healthy, and purposeful life ahead. Many years later, when we look back at our time at FDU, I hope we can all put on a smile, pat ourselves on the back, and say, "You have worked hard." Yes, you have worked hard. It's such a pleasure being with you on this journey. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, congratulations, and good luck.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Aveltroni, and I'm the University Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. And it gives me great honor to recognize the graduates, our 13th graduating class of this wonderful campus in Vancouver, British Columbia. At this time, would all of the candidates for degrees in the Maxwell Becton College of Arts and Sciences, Silberman College of Business, and Lee Gildart and Oswald Hasse School of Computer Sciences and Engineering please rise and remain standing? Dean of Silberman College of Business, Pierre Balthazar, will now present the candidates for their specific degrees.
Mr. President, I present to you the names of the candidates for degrees in the Bachelor of Arts in Individualized Studies, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. These candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for their respective degrees, and on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that they be admitted to these degrees.
Will all of the candidates for master's degrees in the School of Public and Global Affairs and in the International School of Hospitality, Sports, and Tourism Management please rise and remain standing? Director of the School of Public and Global Affairs, Dr. Peter Woolley, will now present the candidates for their specific degrees.
Mr. President, I present to you the names of the candidates for degrees in the Master of Administrative Science, Master of Science in Hospitality Management Studies, and Master of Hospitality Management Studies. These candidates have fulfilled the requirements for their respective degrees, and on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that they be admitted to these degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees of Fairleigh Dickinson University, and by them delegated to me, I confer upon the graduates presented the degrees indicated, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Graduates, please indicate your new status by transferring your mortarboard tassel from right to left. We welcome you to the company of scholars. Please be seated. Graduates, in a moment you will come forward to be recognized for your accomplishments. However, today would not be possible without the support and encouragement of your family and friends. It is your parents, wives, husbands, and children. It is your friends, both inside and outside the university, including FDU's dedicated staff, who are always there to provide assistance in your quest for your degree. We thank all of you who have nurtured the potential and perseverance of these exceptional individuals. I now ask the parents, spouses, children, relatives, friends, and staff members who have encouraged and helped these graduates to please stand and be recognized. Thank you, and please be seated. I now ask Provost Salvatroni to return to the podium, please.
In the years ahead, when you think of the influences on your life, you will see the faces and hear the voices of many of your professors. They have sought to reach inside you, to challenge you, and sometimes may have even provoked you, but all in an effort to help you seize tomorrow's possibilities. They have planted the seeds of inspiration that have only begun to take root here, and they will continue to grow and nurture you in both your professional and personal lives. Remember the lessons taught to you by your professors, especially the quest for excellence in all that you do. This is now an appropriate moment for you to thank them for the role that they have played in the process that has gotten you here. Will our faculty please stand and be recognized by our graduates? It is now time to invite the graduates receiving master's degrees to come forward so that the faculty, your friends, and your families can acknowledge your achievements. Our marshals will now assist you, and President Capuano and Campus Executive Zerbe will join in personally congratulating you. Upon leaving the stage, please return to your seats and remain seated for the conclusion of our ceremony.
receiving the School of Public and Global Affairs Master of Administrative Science degree.
Ashkan Nejad Salim. Yasemin Rahimi Najad. Ali Sajedia Gajani. Mohammed Amin Hosseini Pana. Lakvir Kaur. Sumaya Karam. Madis Samavati. Parisa Chavashian. Mehdi Babai. Abla Awaude. Malika Priyambada Singh. Abhishek Gupta. Xu Weilao. Yiching Li. Marisol Flores Castro. Claudia Maria Cheng Barantes. Patricia Alexander Grulon Saleta. Mary Keishia Ablonzer Parkin. Sahithi Durga Ann. Iwande Oluwafunki Akilo. Anusha Karna. Armagan Darabi. Elhame Rabia Motlag. Masa Shebani, Zara Ashe Gilvan, Niku Mahmoud Zadeh Niknam, Shayesta Abaspoor, Masa Zabayan, Ada Neeker, Anik Roy, Almasum Fahim, Garima Gaba, Irfane Hashemi, Ghazal Jamali, Azadeh Eskandarzadeh, Madok Sobanipur, Syed Seper Talai, Ritika Bawa, Rocky Aurora, Isha Verma, Kamalpreet Kaur, Harsanjeet Kaur, Preetpal Singh, Avneet Singh, Matab Maseli, Nahid Najafi, Bahare Nagsguya Kohan, Mansura Bagheri, Shadab Mohammad Zadekisher, Melissa Haji Vahabzadeh, Sayyida Nilufar Shirazi, Mashik Dinesh. Amir Montazeri. Rahat Thukro. Nafise Haji Hussein Aliha. Leila Fahimi. Zara Lakhani. Ramtin Lahuti. Nguyen Minh Huang Lee. Banafsha Fagihi Kashani. Mernaz Navi. Negar Kalu Esmaili. Sahar Ramazani. Carissa Vakili. Anija Jones. Maria Carmela de la Cruz Fajardo. Yun Si Lee. Kuslin Nangam. Parisa Permpool. Mohammed Khaled Sharif. Maria Rochelle Trumada Jamora. Delph Angelo Bacasma Santos. Crisel Itanlok Fajardo. Xu Zhongyang. Min Chen Liao. Song Jie Tso. Jin Chun Yang. Si Wei Huang. Kamud Saroj Kajla. Rupinder Kaur, Niyusha Palavan Shamarzadi, Harvinder Singh, Rizesun Chel de Leon Espacio, Bhumi Hasmukh Patel, Ketul Ilesh Kumar Patel, Anmol Singh Dode, Manjot Singh Grewal, Fatima Mohammadi Amiri, Argavan Ardeshiralajini, Korea Bolukiniseri, Asmita Panta, Jagjit Singh Gill, Ridi Mansukbai Kalaria, Mirnaz Najati, Shefali, Charu Gablani, Jimmy Garg, Karandeep Kaur, Virpal Kaur, Jasmine Kaur Gill, Hania Haidari, Regina Oyinye Mekwunye, Ishnur Singh Guman, Katharina Micah Monter Abadiz, Reshma Adakal Saravanan, Jaslyn Kaur, Hojat Baravesh, Manpreet Kaur Gill, Bushra Ahsan, Poria Kodarami, Abir Ahmad, Sarah Rostami, Sumaya Mohammed Husseini, Aksa Rose Nalapali, Mohammed Fazlul Wahab Fahad, Vishrajit Rampratap Shareshia, Thinley Dorji, Lee Chia Ho, Kiran Multani, Gauri Kaplish, Lovepreet Kaur, Wang Tui Tian Tran, Sandeep Kaur, Navpreet Kaur, Pawanveer Kaur, Ramandeep Kaur China, Sigrid Tiu Chan, Jiami Hu, Ryan Angeli Mateo Gantala, Mahmoudul Hassan, Chitanun Weahonza, Manish Mandawada, Maheen Kaur, Lakita Marnie, Joanne Miriam. Seteja Dapalapudi. Jaideep Kaur Kala. Sandeep Singh Brar. Raja Pallav. Deepika Patel Mondru. Rahish Tej Manam. Raman Pralad Leelanjadi. Kariti Penuri. Ivan Matthew Ryan Kamu. Fiona Zimhindo. Ejrodjene Olawalua Arimuduigo. Chimaroke Enyanaya Opinya. Saloni Shah. Rinaben Dharmesh Kumar Shah. Wamika Sharma. Savi Anand. Raminder Kaur. Yaswanth Kumar Chawla. Pavani Kakarla. Iswaria Devi Tilak. Hema Akinapali. Vinkata Sai Kotapalli. Saurabh Vora. Monica Vardhani Mamidi. Rudaya Wunudurthi. Sai Sri Harsha Agaraju. Manoj Kumar Dangi. Shokufe Mosaferi, Sadaf Mehrabadi, Romina Kazemi Kaneka, Shakil Ahmed, Ritham Sharma, Anish Kumar Arora, Zora Mahmoudi Tebar, Elham Haddadi, Shadi Zalgadar, Bohara Moen, Ali Reza Rafia Sureshki, Masood Kabrayi, Jafar Nourouzi, Reza Dustani, Ning Tufan, Matthias Enrique Michaelowitz, Marcelo Barbosa Camargo, Camila Markel Salviano, Robert Correa Mello, Nisha Chowdhury, Meheronisa Sayeda, Ekta Sharda, Riazuddin Mohammed, Nishant Kandam, Uzma Mustaq Ahmed Sheikh, Vidyashri Ganesh, Sinam Bardwaj. Stuti Sood. Harmish Besi. Diogo Bezerra Souza. Alidin Kalantari. Disha. Hardik Goel. Mohammed Ajir Ahmed. Anshal Janjua. Hardeep Kaur. Arshpreet Kaur. Pawanjat Kaur. Maltina Kaur. S.M. Omar Farouk. Sabit Zaman. Urtazor Rahman. Abul Walid Galib. Yasmin Sultana. Asta Ganeha. Vinit Kanayalal Darji. Navjot. Mitra Madanshian. Azadeh Mamizad. Mernoush Musavi. Mona Rahmani. Sahar Anjadani. Fatima Golampur Garmjani. Maziar Falania. Hoda Ramazani. Mariam Ensi. Arash Madazadeh Zarugi. Masuma Giyasvan. Zara Hindue. Zara Himatju. Leila Keshker. Srikanth Reddy Rigati. Kale Selvan Vijaya Kumar. Kamal Manojbhai Jotwani. Roxana Farsi. Mansimran Sandhu. Sai Divya Teja Chetty. Harshit Chaurasia. Yashika. Mansi Deswal. Sweetie Donda. Karen Kataria. Tanya Garg. Anshul Sharma. Sahar Nasir Manish. Nasim Egbali Arabzadeh. Sahar Egbali Arabzadeh. Ali Davari Dalla Tabadi. Sadeg Raufi. Hossein Yavari. Raman Deep. Symphony Singh Sran. Sandeep Kaur. Rajveer Kaur Mudahar. Ramneet Kaur Punia.
Hriday Sharma. Samira Fatemi. Maral Morada Khaki. Rehane Bahari Nejad. Mojgan Mohammadi. Aida Rofian. Ali Por Mahood. Ali Akbar Imadi. Nikhil Chandra Rayapati. Krishna Chaitanya Gaddam. Done?
Receiving the International School of Hospitality, Sports and Tourism Management, Master of Science in Hospitality Management Studies, and Master in Hospitality Management Studies degrees.
Shimul Chowdhury. Hajar Nazim. Adriana Bakhtiari. Carla Renata Mora Crean. Rebecca Ferreira Batista Piva Abud. Ulzima Badral. Mohammed Sajid Samad. Twinkle Asi Dimandante. Ho Nam Bui. Wei Jung Sang. Xin Yi He. Suraj Kumar Katel. Arash Faramandi. Mohammed Amir Rabehi. Andis Laura Jing Liu. Anastasia Sergo. Chi-Xiong Chang. Vaishak Sudhakar. Nikhil Chandrasekhar Ukand.
Yeonhee Hong. Haitong Tang.
I now invite the graduates receiving bachelor's degrees to please come forward so that the faculty, your friends, and your families can acknowledge your achievements. Our marshals will assist you, and Vancouver campus executive, Dr. Wilfred Zerby, will join me in personally congratulating you. Upon leaving the stage, please return to your seats and remain seated for the conclusion of the ceremony. Professor of English and Director of the University Core Program, Dr. James Gifford, Associate Professor of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. Vasudevan Janarthanan, and Senior Lecturer of Marketing, Dr. Jill Reed. Please come forward to the podium to announce our graduates.
Receiving the Maxwell Becton College of Arts and Science Bachelor of Arts in Individualized Studies degree.
Elena Yun. Rebecca Ming-Chu Koo, cum laude. Young-Yam No, cum laude. Sanket Garg, cum laude. Hong V. Tang, summa cum laude. Nyok Tuan V. Nguyen, cum laude. Quang An Bui, cum laude. Jae Jeong Park, cum laude. Ziqiang Xie, cum laude. Anna Choi.
Receiving the Lee Gildat and Oswald Hasse School of Computer Science and Engineering, Bachelor's of Science in Information Technology degree.
Tri Dat Kwok, summa cum laude. Hai Dang Nguyen, magna cum laude. Ha Tu An Fan, summa cum laude. Hui An Nguyen, magna cum laude. Jia Bao Lok No, magna cum laude. Jian Feng Xie. Gursahij Badesha. Taranjit Singh. Jagjot Singh Brar. J. Kumar Babubhai Patel. Yash Anantbai Ranipa, magna cum laude. Fenil Pankaj Kumar Patel. Shehbaz Mahmedbhai Noria. Tejas Chandubai Danani, magna cum laude. Darya Sunil Kumar Patel, cum laude. Gulam Rabbani Sadi. Yan Zhang. Milto Heba, summa cum laude.
Receiving the Silberman College Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree.
Nyakbao Tram Vo, magna cum laude. Dong Nyak Kin Nguyen, summa cum laude. Li Hong An Ho, magna cum laude. Ricardo Andres Rios Ravel, magna cum laude. Chao Ti Min Gong, magna cum laude. Nyok Mai Ti Fan, summa cum laude. Trang Tien Dong, summa cum laude. Sandeep Kaur Brar.
Kalpanov.
I would now like to introduce our 2022 graduate student representative, Abla Awaude. Abla is a graduating student from the Master of Administrative Science in Global Leadership and Administration. Abla has been given the honor to address her classmates today. I invite you to read about Abla and her academic achievements in our commencement program.
Thank you, Dr. Warfield, for the introduction. I would like to start by saying it's a great pleasure to be able to see actual faces, some of you still masked, but present nonetheless, and not digitally more functioning on Zoom. I would like to start by congratulating all who are graduating today, as well as the instructors who made that possible. We made it. We actually did, even during the ever-changing circumstances around COVID-19. On this note, I would like to take this chance to applaud essential frontline workers, instructors, staff members, and every person who found the strength in themselves to get through a situation in which all they saw around them were four walls. Someday in the future, I will be able to look back at this academic achievement and be awed that I was able to get my master's degree during COVID in a new country and almost isolated from family and friends. I really wish and hope that the instructors and staff members would also tell themselves that they made it possible, despite the promptness of the transition between online and face-to-face classes and the uncertainty of the situation. The fact that we were able to make it work and exceed all expectation in our journey is in itself inspirational. I may joke about the awfulness of Zoom, but through it, I have had the pleasure of meeting great extraordinary leaders, ones who have taught me, especially in times of crisis, to be resilient, question, share, speak up, and not shy away from vocalizing the issues encountered in class or life. Most importantly, this has taught me that as leaders and educated individuals, we have a responsibility to lead others through hardships, to discuss events that vary from seemingly small daily personal problems to universally impactful events, and not cower away from taking a firm position against injustice after identifying it. Especially now that we have the tools provided to us by FDU's capable team that taught us to be analytical and strategic in approaching issues. The next step is to actually be efficient and use this tool advantageously for both as individuals and as part of the community, whichever community you partake in the future. Canada is recognized as one of the most diverse countries around the world, which is one of the key reasons why we, as foreign students, chose Canada as our destination. What drew me to FDU, on the other hand, is that as an academic institution, it has mastered the comprehension of diverse environment. It makes use of each and every distinctive background by utilizing the active parts in the knowledge-sharing process. Throughout the two-year program, I have had the chance to broaden my vision to encompass major events and background, as well as fully understand points of views at significantly deeper level. Above all, I want to applaud all of the courageous people who chose to trust themselves and pursue a life in which respect and acceptance are motivators. We all opted to start over, whether it was physically in a new country, academically by obtaining a new recognized academic degree, professionally by giving up our former positions to start over a life in Canada, or personally by being entirely open to change of scenery, relationships, and people. Most of us has been put under pressure as a result of these circumstances. This pressure can either break one down or help build a strong, independent character that can lead others in times of change and make life better for ourselves and others. What some may not realize is that pressure is something that the whole community is put under and can thus bring us together. Do not be afraid of failing or asking for help. Communicate your struggles, concerns, or doubts, and you will be surprised at how helpful and understanding people are willing to be. Just remember, asking for help or providing help is the key to building a strong community that is more connected and united than ever. I will take this chance to actually applaud and thank all my parents, my family and friends, and every person who was there for us throughout our journey. Once again, congratulations. Take time to appreciate your efforts today. And good luck in your next chapter in your life. Thank you.
Congratulations, Anna. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful speech.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I realize we missed a really good opportunity to make an amazing joke. So can you guys figure it out? Yes, I'm still on mute. It's now my pleasure to introduce our 2022 alumni speaker, Siavash Kazemi. Siavash graduated from our Master of Administrative Science with a specialization in Computer Security and Forensics Administration in 2020. I invite you to read more about Siavash in our commencement program. Mr. Kazemi.
Appreciate So, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are not tired. I mean, from last night's dance, of course. It's my honor to be alumni speaker at today's commencement ceremony, and it's my pleasure to welcome students, families, faculties, and graduation day at Fairleigh Dickinson University, Vancouver. Thank you, sir. As Dr. Zebri introduction, my name is Siavash Kazemi. I'm an FDU alumni who's graduated with Master of Administration Science in Computer Security and Forensic Administration in 2020. During the last 2 years, many graduate students, include myself, did not have a chance to have a real offline graduation ceremony, and it's a great feeling to be back to normal life after a pandemic. I'm happy to see some familiar faces, students, faculty, staff, and none of us would have expected to have such a surreal experience and uncertainty in our lives. I personally believe your graduation class is special because you did start your education when the pandemic started and you are almost done when the pandemic ended. And it's not easy. Even without considering the pandemic, you have already done a great job and the real hard work to reach to this point. In my opinion, the first step to being successful is coming out of our comfort zone and accepting the change, which all of us did. Most of us left our family, friends, and most notably our memories back in our hometown to start new life with thousands of fears, a new country, a new environment, new people, an unknown future, but high hopes and passion to being successful. Most of my classmates brought with them years of academic and work experience, and studying in Canada was not their first abroad study. During my study time, in class of 20 students, 80% of my classmates were either dentists, business owner or manager back in their countries, had another master's degree or even PhD, and I'm sure the same applies to your batch. But all of us accepted that we had to start from the scratch. A couple of months ago, I had a chance to attend the first post-pandemic FDU Vancouver speed networking event. I met some of the students who asked me about the life after graduation, how to find a job, how to become a PR. These are a common question all of us ask ourselves. We have now graduated, so what's next? And I think that's where things are getting more interesting. I still clearly remember Professor Amina's advice. Yep, she's here. In the very first day of my classes at FDU back in January 2019. Adopt and adapt are the keys to success in Canada. Which reminds me of the Chinese proverb, the wise adapt themselves to circumstances as water molds itself to the pitcher. Technically, most people do not like changes. There will always be resistance to change, and there will be continuous change in the universe. The quicker you get used to that, the easier it is. And it's not such a difficult thing. I think the science behind it is that the people are scared of failing. We don't want to fail our parents, our partners, friends, and above ourselves. So we try to keep the status quo. But we need to fail fast and learn faster from our mistakes. As said, it's not mistake, it's always learning. In the other word, we should freely experiment and learn while trying to reach the desired result. Additionally, you have to go through life changes with more than just passion. You need a strategy. It might look like a cliche, but amate victoria curam. Victory loves preparation. So you need to be a lifelong learner and keep moving. One thing we shouldn't forget is that we have been fortunate since we are here and had a great support from our FDU community before, during, and now after the COVID. What's next is up to you. This is not the end, but the beginning of your journey. Never doubt yourself. Stay focused. This was my mantra during the class times. And never let anything slow or stop you from conquering your goal and making your dreams happen. Most people do not remember the graduation speech they hear, but I want you to memorize and preserve the feeling you have at this moment. Be proud of yourself for what you have achieved, for the fears that you have overcome, and for the changes and challenges you have accepted. Congratulations. You are an alumni now. So enjoy the path. It will be the incredible journey for all of you. Thank you.
On this day, the 5th of May, in the year 2022, Fairleigh Dickinson University has officially conferred degrees on these graduates. Graduates, go forward with courage and grace, fortiter et suaviter, carrying with you the traditions, strengths, and dreams of this great university. On behalf of the university, its trustees, and the faculty, I declare the 13th annual commencement ceremony of the Vancouver campus of Fairleigh Dickinson University has now concluded. My warm congratulations to each of the graduates and to their families. We ask the audience to please remain in your seats until the academic procession and the graduates have recessed from the auditorium. Thank you, and again, congratulations to the class of 2022. Okay, folks, we're ready to go. We'll be back.
Oh
walk right through and go up stage? We're supposed to go up on stage right in the beginning. Congratulations. Why don't you start drumming and I'll go over there and you can stay here. Hey.
people.